No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
The Office delivered hilarious chaos and awkward brilliance, but some of its magic was pure improvisation. Certain unscripted moments became fan favorites, changing scenes forever. Rediscover the raw, behind-the-scenes genius in this 10-to-1 countdown of off-script gold. Number 1. Jim's Teapot Note to Pam, Jim Halpert and Pam Beesly. Let's go back to Christmas at Dunder Mifflin, when Jim Halpert's Secret Santa gift to Pam Beesly became more than a simple office gag. In the now iconic Christmas Party episode, John Krasinski did something quietly extraordinary. He slipped an unscripted handwritten note inside Pam's green teapot. It wasn't in the script. No one told him to do it. And even Jenna Fisher, who played Pam, had no idea what the note would say. Years later, Fisher shared that she never read Krasinski's words, choosing instead to keep the moment untouched, suspended in mystery. This subtle, genuine act brought an unmistakable spark of authenticity to their characters' bond. The teapot transformed from a prop into a touchstone for true affection, on screen and off. The moment stands as a perfect example of how these actors made The Office from 2005 into something real, unrepeatable, and deeply felt. Quiet magic often comes in the form of an unscripted gesture, and as the Christmas lights glow, we sense something honest has just passed between Jim and Pam, inviting us into a love story still unfolding. Number 2. Michael Talks. That's What She Said, Michael Scott. How do you capture the magic of a catchphrase that sneaks up on everyone, including the cast? Steve Carell's delivery of "That's What She Said" as Michael Scott was the stuff of comedic legend. It wasn't always in the script. Carell, ever the expert improviser, sometimes lobbed the infamous punchline with such sly timing that even his Office co-stars broke character. When he unleashed it in a 2007 episode, John Krasinski famously covered his face, barely holding back laughter. The joke itself dates back decades, but on The Office, Carell made it his own, peppering it throughout all 9 seasons from 2005 onward. The unpredictability meant viewers leaned in, eager to catch the next one, and the cast was never quite safe from a surprise. Each unscripted "That's What She Said" became a shorthand for the chaos and brilliance that defined Scranton's most unpredictable boss. And just like that, the ordinary transformed into a punchline, echoing in break rooms everywhere. On to the next unforgettable improv moment at Dunder Mifflin. Number 3. Andy's Wall Punch Meltdown, Andy Bernard. You can almost hear the echo. Andy Bernard, fueled by frustration, winds up and punches straight through the wall. What you might not realize is that in Season 3's episode The Return, actor Ed Helms didn't fake a thing. That raw meltdown was pure improv. Helms, deep in character as the ever-needy Andy, sent his fist right through the drywall, breaking not just the set but also injuring his own hand. The move was so unplanned the writers had to scramble, penning Andy's absence into future episodes to give Helms time to recover. The rest of the cast stood stunned, unsure if they'd just witnessed a TV tantrum or a real-life accident. It's unscripted moments like this that bring a unique energy to The Office, making each meltdown or awkward pause feel uncomfortably real. That wall punch is proof. Sometimes the funniest, realest moments are the ones the writers never see coming. As the dust settles, you're left wondering what unscripted chaos the next scene might hold. Number 4. Jim and Dwight's desk prank war escalates. You could almost hear the suppressed giggles behind the camera whenever Jim and Dwight's prank battles escalated from one episode to the next. In the second and third seasons of The Office, John Krasinski and Rainn Wilson brought their own playful rivalry right to your screen, taking desk pranks far beyond what was scripted. Sometimes it was the way Jim would quietly rearrange Dwight's stapler, or the gleam in Dwight's eye as he tried to outsmart his nemesis. Their off-script improvisations were not just a treat for viewers. They often left the entire cast and crew trying to stifle their laughter. One legendary moment, Jim's infamous Jell-O stapler prank, set the tone. But it was the spontaneous flourishes, like Dwight's sudden karate moves or Jim's deadpan retorts, that truly kept things unpredictable. These unscripted sparks made Dunder Mifflin's desks feel alive with possibility, each episode inviting the audience to guess what wild idea might pop up next. With every duel, the boundary between actor and character blurred, setting up new ways for these two rivals to surprise everyone, including themselves. Number 5. Pam's drunken Chili's exit. You can almost hear the barroom clatter and laughter when Pam, flushed and teetering from free Chili's drinks, makes her exit in the legendary Season 2 episode The Dundies. Jenna Fisher was given a meandering prompt, but what she did next was pure magic. Instead of following the blocking exactly, she giggled, slurred, waved wildly, and called out, "Bye, I have to go." Her loose, wobbly goodbye wasn't in the script. It was a spark of improv that captured every bit of Pam's tipsy nerves and joy. The camera lingered, catching not just an actress, but a woman beaming with new confidence after winning her Dundie. That moment, unfiltered, unscripted, made you root for Pam even more. Suddenly, every awkward office goodbye felt a little more real, a little more you. Sometimes it's the looseness, the slip-ups, and the soul that make TV unforgettable. And as Pam stumbles out into the parking lot, we're all left wondering what unscripted surprises might come next. Let's pause for a second. Did you ever spot moments in your favorite sitcoms that felt totally unplanned? Which improvisations made you laugh out loud or caught you off guard? Share your favorites in the comments. Nostalgia loves good company. Number 6, Creed on Halloween, Creed Bratton. You can almost hear the collective gasp as Creed Bratton walks in, face splattered with blood, looking unbothered in Season 2's Halloween episode of The Office. Rather than sticking to the script, Creed delivered that perfectly delivered line, "It's Halloween," with such dry, bizarre confidence that it instantly defined his character's reputation as the Office wildcard. It was an unscripted gem, born straight from Creed's unique sense of humor. In a show where every look and pause was carefully measured, this offhand moment captured the show's love of the absurd and made Creed a legend for fans. First aired in 2005, this episode didn't just add to the Halloween chaos. It gave us a punchline still quoted today. The abrupt weirdness, the effortless delivery, the way the other characters just accepted. It's pure, unfiltered Creed Bratton. As the story lurches forward, his blood-soaked entrance reminds us that sometimes the best laughs come entirely by surprise. Number 7. Dwight and the Fire Drill Chaos, Dwight Schrute. The screech of the fire alarm, the shrill barks of panic, and Dwight Schrute standing dead serious as chaos erupts. A moment seared in the memory of anyone who loves The Office. In the legendary Stress Relief episode from 2009, Rainn Wilson took improv to new heights as he orchestrated Dwight's over-the-top fire drill. What began with a smoke bomb quickly spiraled when Rainn, riffing off his castmates' unscripted reactions, doubled down on absurdity. He fed off Angela Kinsey's real terror and Steve Carell's bewildered attempts at leadership, audibly escalating every alarm and yelp with improvised lines and wild antics. Cardboard doors got axed, Angela threw her cat into the ceiling, and Oscar Nunez fell through in pure slapstick glory. What makes this sequence truly viral, even years later, is how Rainn's off-the-cuff performance ignites authentic laughter and mayhem from everyone in the scene. The energy feels real, because in that hazy moment, it was showing just how electrifying unscripted acting can be. And as the smoke settles, the legacy of that chaos lingers, promising more offbeat brilliance ahead. Number 8. Kevin's famous chili disaster. Kevin Malone. You can almost hear the thick, gloppy thud of chili hitting the office carpet before you even see Kevin Malone's face. In Season 5's Casual Friday, Brian Baumgartner wasn't just acting out an accident, he was living it. He poured his heart, soul, and a whole bucket of beans into Kevin's epic office mishap. Off-script, Baumgartner channeled classic silent film slapstick, sliding and scrambling through his destructive masterpiece. There was the mad scramble with file folders, the mopping with loose paper, and those desperate looks as chili stained. Everything in sight. Nearly every agonizing, hilarious second came from Baumgartner's improvisation, not the page. That's how it became more than a TV accident. It became a touchstone for Office fans, rewound endlessly since the episode first aired in 2009. The earnest, messy humanity in that chili puddle somehow turned a disaster into pure gold. The next time you rewatch, you can almost smell the beans, proof that sometimes improv is the real magic. And speaking of memorable moments, the next story adds its own flavor to the legend. Number 9. Jim proposes in silence, Jim Halpert. A simple glance can speak volumes, and in one unforgettable scene, Jim Halpert's eyes told a love story. During the proposal in the episode Weight Loss from Season 5, John Krasinski turned what could have been a standard sitcom moment into something deeply authentic. Rather than following the script's faster pace, Krasinski paused in complete silence, locking his gaze on Pam just a heartbeat longer than expected. The September 2008 broadcast left viewers perched on the edge of their couches. Nothing but rain, the glow of a gas station, and that raw, vulnerable look. Nerves, hope, and devotion all lit up Jim's face, letting us feel the risk and relief in those uncertain seconds. For many, that silent pause was more powerful than any flashy TV speech. One glance, not written on any page, made millions feel the lump in his throat and the leap in his heart. Sometimes it's the words unsaid that echo the loudest, pulling us in for the next twist in their story. Number 10. Michael kisses Oscar. Michael Scott and Oscar Martinez. A crowded conference room, a tense apology, and suddenly, Steve Carell, as Michael Scott, leans in for an unexpected kiss on Oscar Martinez's lips. No one on set saw it coming. In the Season 3 opener Gay Witch Hunt, Carell's unscripted move took a moment already brimming with awkwardness and escalated it to pure office legend. Oscar Nunez's reaction, startled, stiff, caught off guard, was about as genuine as you can get on network television. That wasn't acting. Crew members held back laughter, and even John Krasinski nearly broke character. The unpredictability of Carell's improv gave The Office one of its rawest, funniest moments, capturing the cringeworthy core of the series. NBC aired the episode in September 2006, and viewers everywhere replayed that jaw-dropping kiss. It proved that sometimes the best TV comes when the script goes out the window. Moments like this echo long after the confetti settles, reminding us that real surprise gives comedy its deepest bite. As we move on, let's remember, sometimes the boldest moves stick in your memory forever.